Hey guys, what's up? Going to do another lesson. Yeah, I'm wearing the same thing, but it's because I'm doing multiple lessons in one day. That way, when I get a day to do things, I can make sure that I do a few. That way, we don't miss things during the week. All right. So, we're going to be talking about minor scales right now. All right. We talked about the major scale and how the formula is whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, whole step, half step. C major scale, remember? C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. No sharps, no flats, and stuff like that. Hopefully you know the C, the G, the D, the E, the A, and the B major scale at the very least. And hopefully you're implementing that, crossing over the fretboard and extending the range with the extensions up here. Alright, and down here. Alright, hopefully we're doing all that stuff so that we can utilize the entire fretboard. Alright, so we're going to talk about the minor scale. And there is very little difference between minor scales and major scales. The main difference being that we have a flatted third, a flatted sixth, and a flatted seventh. Now, don't get into the mindset of just drop the pinky, and drop the leading tone. Don't just get into that mindset, because once again, without thinking things in terms of notes, you may fall into the typical ruts of, oh, I'm just going to play this pattern, and then when I need it in this key, I'm going to play this pattern, when I need it in this key, I'm going to play this pattern. Patterns are the downfall of guitar players. It's just a way that's just going to it's going to make you sound lame. Alright, so let's get away from that. So think of it as a flatted third, a flatted sixth, and a flatted seventh. Alright, so let's take the C major scale, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, and let's drop the third. So we have C, D, E flat, and we have the F, G, A flat, the B flat, and the C. Alright, so what that looks like is this. So that's what that looks like here on this fret. Now, on the other video, we implemented two different styles of playing it, and then but on this one, you're gonna want to keep, well, at least I keep to this variation of it. Now you can learn the other variation, which is, of course, C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C, and it's cool. It can be fun. But to me, there's kind of like a little bit of a stretch there, and I'm lazy, so I'm not going to be doing it. Now, when you come up, you also have a few things that you got to think about. You have the C, you have the D, you have the E flat, you have the F, G, A flat, B flat, C. So your extension is not going to go to the 9th, the 10th, the 11th. It's going to actually just finish the scale. Alright, now, it's going to throw off your picking as well, because instead of going 3 notes per string, you're going to throw in that 2 note per string. So you're, if you really look at what's going on with the right hand, you're going to go down, up, down, and your next string is going to be up. Well, on this one, you're going to go down, up, and your next string is going to be down. So it's going to throw off your picking just a little bit, so you just need to practice that. Alright, just something to practice to get used to it. Now, in addition to that, what we're going to do is we're going to take it up here. What we did last time, we're going to take it to the 8th fret. We're going to play C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. Alright? Now that's just another way to play it. Now if we keep on going, we're going to go C, D, E flat, F, G, A flat, B flat, C. Alright? Now there's a lot of funky fingerings here, and they're going to really just screw with you. That's what they're going to do. Alright, so you just need to put in some time and actually, and then you can shift here if you want to. That's what I do. Alright, you can shift or you can keep on doing it. the other way. Either way, it's going to help you. All right, learn both of them. It'll be good for you, I promise. All right, now with that, what you're going to find is that when you write out these, if you take those same scales, the C, the G, the D, the E, the A, the B, what you're going to find is that they're relationally, they're going to share the key signature with another key. Now, what that does is that creates what we call relative minors and relative majors. All right, so what you can think of it as is you have yourself, and just take that uncle that everybody has that's just kind of crazy, and you're like, I'm related to homeboy, but homeboy's kind of crazy and just completely different than me. Kind of like the polar opposite, right? Now, with major scales, you're the major scale, your uncle's the minor scale. Really don't share anything except the key signature, alright? So you guys share blood, you guys share some DNA and stuff like that, but really you guys are just polar opposites, alright? So, if you think of it that way, what you can think of is C major, no flats, no sharps. Now, if we take that C, and you can take it anywhere, and you're going to go down a step and a half, what you're going to end up on A. Alright, so a step, which is right here, there's a space in between there, and then go a half step, so a step and a half, you're going to end up on A. Now, A is a relative minor of C. So when you play C and you have no sharps, no flats, if you start on A, you're going to get the relative minor of C, which is A minor, no sharps, no flats. All right, you're going to get all those cool licks that you can translate in between those two keys. All right, now and you can take that for anything. Just go a step and a half down to find the minor. So if you're starting on E, now E has 4 sharps, just go a step and a half down, now you're in C sharp minor. I know C sharp sounds scary because you always heard C sharp is all sharps and most people don't play in C sharp, but just go down a step and a half. You have C sharp minor. Alright. Now same thing. Now let's try it out with G. If we start on G as 1 sharp, which is F sharp, and we go a step and a half down, we have, just wait for you to respond, E. Very good. So E minor is not going to have anything but an F sharp. Alright. Now what about D? If we start on D, or if D is major, the relative minor would be B minor. Very good. So B minor would have 2 sharps. And same thing with E, C sharp minor. Same thing with A, will be F sharp minor. Now, what if we're going from the other side? Well, you just go a step and a half up. So if you know that you're playing in the key of A minor, well, if you go a step and a half up, you're going to end up on C. So that's going to be C major. Alright, same thing with G. If you go a step and a half up, you know you're going to be in B flat major. Alright, so if it's G minor, B flat major. If you're on D, you're going to go a step and a half up, and you're going to end up on F major. Alright, so little things here and there, kind of think about it in your head, and you can just throw those key signatures around, because what would be optimum to do would be to kind of meld the line, or kind of just blur the lines between major and minor. That's one of the things that I try to do when I'm soloing, is I never like anybody to be too comfortable, and I like to push myself. So one of the ways that I started pushing myself was to actually start blending majors and minors, and at different parts of the solo actually accent major and minor tonality, and try to create just a unique sound. But that's just what I do. That's just an idea. Once again, you're gonna go all over the fretboard with these minors. There is a formula to minors. It's whole step, half step, whole step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So let's just figure that out real quick. We got a whole step from our root. Our root's gonna be C most of the time, just because it's easy. So a whole step from C is going to be D. Half step from D is going to be E flat. Whole step from E flat is going to be F. Whole step from F is going to be G. Half step from G is going to be A flat. Whole step from A flat is going to be B flat. And whole step from B flat is going to be the C. Alright? So you can use that formula, or you can just go down from where you're coming with major. Just think of the relative minor and do things that way. But hopefully this will make sense to you guys. And on the next one, what we're going to do is we're going to take the information that we've learned and hopefully apply to our playing and figure out how to use it as far as songs and things like that. So, hope that helps. I know it was a short lesson, but hope you enjoyed it. Later.